Bonjour YouTube, I hope you guys doing well. Welcome one more time on Cuisine and Love. We're really excited today. We're gonna go with a French recipe, cauliflower soup and foie gras with some Lardon bacon and a nice toast on the side with the foie gras. It's just gonna match super well. Super excited because it's home today and I'm just excited for the foie gras, I'm not gonna lie. The first step, we're gonna present you every single ingredients that we're gonna use today. It's gonna help you a lot to visualize the recipe. Let's get started.
Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
First step, we're gonna start with the onions and garlic. We're just gonna simply chop them. Next step, cauliflower. Simple. Get rid of the green. We don't want that. After that, it's time to get started with the cooking. So we're gonna start cooking the onions and the garlic in the olive oil, infused for about 2 minutes. Has to smell over the kitchen, it's gonna be awesome. After that, you had the cauliflower. As you could see, I cut it really thinly because I want to fast cooking. If you get big pieces, obviously it's gonna take longer to cook. So I have my cauliflower into my pot and I'm just gonna add some salt. Cook it for about 2 minutes. We don't want to get coloration because as a result, we want something white, nice and elegant. Coloration will give us a brown soup. So when the cauliflower starts to sweat, it's gonna be time to add the milk. We're just gonna cover the cauliflower with the milk. Make sure you don't put too much, otherwise your soup will be really runny and you won't get as much as flavors. Once the milk starts boiling, you can start counting 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, the soup's gonna be cooked and it's gonna be time to blend. So for the end of my planning for the soup, we'll go with some bacons. Pot, a little bit of oil, don't put too much because it's full of fat. Add your bacon, don't add salt, it's really salty as well. And you're gonna cook them until you get this golden brown coloration. It's really important. Don't salt it, I insist. For the bread, we're gonna do what we call in French mouillette. It's some kind of like long toast that you use in a soup or like in an egg or something to dip. Just like this. That's what we want. So let's cut the mouillette. Next step, some almonds. I'm just gonna cut them in half, simply. For the nuts, no need oil, no need fat. Hot pan, put your nuts in, 3 or 4 minutes, medium heat, one more time. I don't like to cook when it's really intense heat because it tends to burn very easily if you get distracted, if you're on the phone, So medium heat, 3 or 4 minutes, you toast them. When you get these nice toasty flavors, just put them back in a container. After 20 minutes, it looks awesome and cooked. It's time to blend. My cauliflower is cooked, it's time to blend it. The merge blender, you can use it as well. Make sure you keep a little bit of the liquid in the pots because we don't want it to be too runny, too liquid. We can add some, but we can take it off after blending. So it's just better that we don't put all the liquid right away. Better safe than sorry. Before blending it, I'm getting ready with my olive oil bottle. We're just gonna emulsify the soup a little bit with the olive oil. It's gonna bring up the cauliflower flavors. It's gonna be lovely. Before pouring everything out, I'm just gonna make sure that my texture is good. I want something in between thick and runny. I'm actually satisfied with it. So we're ready. Right before plating, I'm gonna pull out of the fridge the foie gras. It's important that it's cold. We can have a nice temperature difference in between the soup, it's gonna be warm, and the cold foie gras. It's just gonna be lovely. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a glass of hot water, simply with a knife. I'm making sure the blade remains really hot, and I'm gonna cut little dices of foie gras that I'm gonna add at the end of the soup. Of course, I didn't make the foie gras. I didn't have time. I just bought it from the supermarket. Hopefully you will be able to find some foie gras as well around your house. And keep the trims. If you have a lot of trims, you can mix a little bit in the soup or just with a toast. It's awesome. Time for plating now. I have all my elements. I'm very excited for that now. Cauliflower soup looks super white, elegant. Of course, I'm gonna make a really soigné plating because it's the channel, it's the pleasure of doing it. I'm gonna take a little photo as well, but of course at home, it has to be generous. So you could put all the garnishes under, the bacon, the almonds, and the foie gras, and pour the sauce on top, and it's just delicious. You go with your spoon. I decided to put all the garnishes on top, that's up to you. And the bread as well. If you want bigger pieces, just do it. I hope you're gonna enjoy. Very classic cauliflower soup, very French. I really enjoyed doing it. I hope you guys liked it too. Give me a thumb up if you did so. If you want to subscribe, we'll be the happiest because we're gonna throw a lot of recipes. It's really exciting for us. Bon appétit and see you for the next recipe.